Despite the good narratives about the Cardano blockchain, the ADA coin price has been a major victim of the cryptocurrency crash. The price started a fresh decline after it failed to surpass 33 cents. With this bearish trend, ADA remains at risk for more losses below 30 cents and 28 cents in the near term. So, a good question to ask is it a good time to borrow Cardano ADA? And unfortunately, we can't answer that question definitely. We just can't say for sure. It all really depends. There is always a possibility that the value of a cryptocurrency will tumble to zero. This is why it's essential to undertake salient research. There are pieces of information that need to be gathered about the project's team, the network's projected sustainability, and investor sentiment. The Cardano blockchain offers security, decentralization, and expandability. These features are better balanced on its blockchain network, which uses the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. Cardano has interesting and outstanding qualities, but the year has been a bad one for it. Despite being touted as a good crypto project, the ADA token has lost significant value since the start of the year. The blockchain continues to be the most technologically advanced, but in terms of price, this might be the last chance to buy ADA at 30 cents. All cryptocurrencies move in tandem with the general trend of the crypto market, and with Bitcoin's current trend, the latter still has a significant market dominance of about a 38.5%. If the crypto market manages to survive in 2023, the ADA coin price will rise. The current price for ADA at 30 cents is definitely a good price to buy in at. The Cardano community is confident about this possibility, even in the face of strong criticism. Cardano has consistently witnessed criticism from the larger cryptocurrency space, the most prominent being its comparison with a ghost chain. While this seems frustrating for new entrants, ADA Whale, a Cardano-focused Twitter account, seems to know the reason for Cardano's seeming lack of acceptance by the larger crypto space, dominated largely by Bitcoin and Ethereum. It might be from a standpoint of being a project that is doomed to fail. Of course, no one wants to associate with crypto projects whose predictions are inconsistent with its trends. But at least Cardano has a formidable community, and in a way, this is extremely important. ADA Will tweeted on July 31st of 2022, "Understand that Cardano is the third major crypto culture and will never be accepted by the first two, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or by the latter Soluvanac spawn-offs. Searching for acceptance from them is a futile effort. We are here to build our own version of what crypto should be." Cardano ADA is yet to be listed on some top platforms, about which some members of the community have registered discontent in recent times. A Twitter user, identified as Prophet Blue, tweeted, "I don't like Cardano and never will. I will never buy it." ADA will responded to this tweet. "The reasons why Cardano often gets excluded are complex and go way beyond they are afraid of the tech, etc. Effectively the result of a deep-rooted, long-running propaganda campaign that used to have some core of truth, but it is now increasingly in a weird state of fiction with reality." It was added that Cardano can do everything others can, has superior stability and security, has proof of stake long before Ethereum, and is perhaps the most educated and strongest community. In the not-so-distant past, Cardano faced strong criticism over its UTXO model, its systematic approach to implementation, and most recently, the slow pace of growth in Cardano's DeFi ecosystem as seen in its TVL. A common one peculiar to the ADA price is that unlike the two top cryptocurrencies, it lacks extra zeros at the back. It's just in cents. Most Cardano critics have become quite bold about their outrageous claims recently. It looks like Cardano is attracting hate instead of compelling fresh highs. A longtime Bitcoin maximalist, identified as Mike Alfred, gave a grim forecast for the token. Alfred recently took to Twitter to talk about his favorite asset to dump on. This time, he mocked the digital asset for wielding no value and interest. He claimed that the asset, which had already seen a massive decline, would continue to plummet over time. In his words, the Cardano ecosystem was pitiful and would continue to languish away. He also added that it had no interest and no progress, and that the devs were calling it quits. Quote, "ADA is sitting precariously at 31 cents and look poised to plummet into the tens before the end of the year. Not too late to sell and move to Bitcoin." End quote. The vice president of community and ecosystem responded to Alfred's tweet immediately, laughing the Cardano community for keeping it going. He used Alfred's tweet against him to appreciate the network. Quote, "Poor Mike continues to languish away. No interest, no progress, and no unique value for Twitter. Seems like he is done. Meanwhile, an amazing Cardano community keeps building and ripping up Lausanne. Congrats to @IamDTaylor and team on a fantastic Cardano Summit Day 1. The Cardano network is probably trying to evade reality by using positive words and making sure every critic gets a taste of it. Frankly stated, nothing looks like a booking catalyst for Cardano right now. The price action is facing serious headwinds after the Fed FOMO rate decision by Jerome Powell delivered a harsh message to the markets that a slower increase of hikes from 75 basis points to 50 basis points is granted, but he reiterated that markets are too enthusiastic about what would come next. Markets are already starting to price in rate cuts as of July of 2023, while Powell alluded to the possibility of continuing hikes during 2023. ADA support is currently hanging on a thin edge. Even the excitement around the negative CPI number thinned out after the Fed's decision. We are heading towards a fragile economic balance plagued with the fears of severe recession. Cardano ADA is not safe. At the same time, the Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson, is looking for opportunities to improve Cardano ADA. Of course, he is not disturbed about the price, but the potential opportunities he is searching for, which will indirectly help skyrocket the ADA coin price. During a surprise AMA session streamed live on his YouTube on December 10th, he explained how Solana could become a partner of Cardano. He included the largest meme coins by market capitalization, Dogecoin, and described what Cardano sidechains would look like on the platform. Dogecoin and Solana could act as a sidechain to the Cardano network, the main chain that provides the infrastructure, ecosystem, and liquidity. Hoskinson further argued that the Ethereum killer altcoin is listed on more than 200 exchanges, and according to him, this is the level of scalability that partner sidechains are looking for. As a result, instead of paying for their inflation to miners, currently a nexus within that sidechain, the project could pay block rewards to stake pool operators and Cardano holders. The Cardano network could ensure the security of the sidechain, and ADA holders will earn additional rewards through new partnerships with projects like Dogecoin and Solana. As a matter of fact, he said, so you could take Solana, replace the current consensus algorithm with something 25 times faster and doesn't collapse all the time, and make it a Cardano sidechain. Solana would then be paid to ADA holders to maintain it. They don't have to worry about security anymore, and all those dApps move over, they get better reliability and security, and more importantly, they get faster. Plus, Cardano might move into the new era dubbed Volataire a lot sooner than most think. This is the final phase of its development journey where the network becomes self-sustaining. The era is marked by the introduction of a voting and treasury system and the ability of network participants to utilize their stake and voting rights to influence the future development of Cardano. Although it is the last era of Cardano, the altcoin has been working on it for some time. IOG, the altcoin development company of Cardano, worked on the crypto phases in parallel right after the arrival of the Byron and Shelley eras. Therefore, the Cardano network will become truly decentralized and will no longer require blockchain developments to manage the network. Instead, Cardano's future will be in the hands of the community. Users will also have the opportunity to make suggestions for software updates and technical and financial improvements to the project. The truth is that the ADA coin price will not drop to zero, possibly because of the interesting upgrades and massive run-ups, but it may lose valuable founders, which will decrease their brand awareness to gain endorsement, which will also limit their fame and valuation over time. And of course, individuals will lose interest in the coin's rollercoasterness and start to pull back from the project. Cardano investors have to suffer a slow but steady declining trend in price over the past few weeks. A significant percentage of cryptocurrencies tend to trade laterally. The Bitcoin price has risen slightly above the $20,000 mark, and the price of many altcoins has soared even further. Improvements are imminent for the Cardano network, if there are more favorable opportunities. It just remains to be seen whether or not this will be the last chance to buy at a price so cheap. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let's have it in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.